Hey guys, Sandy here, and I wanted to talk to you guys about kitting some things up today. So, now I have this huge pile of stuff from my son's beginning of the career in the Marines, and I also have this huge thing of supplies. And sometimes we have so many supplies and so many things that it can be a little bit overwhelming, a little bit daunting. So what I'm going to do is take all of this stuff that I specifically have for his Marine career and all of this ephemera and photos and everything else that's in here and make it into a smaller and more manageable kit. And I'm going to walk you through each of my decisions and tell you what I'm doing. So let's see what I can do. Okay guys, so I've gone through my pictures and I'm going to put this down into something that is much more manageable. Now I am not scrapbooking these in order. I'm just kind of pulling out the things that I think I would like to scrapbook, and then that's going to happen. Now these photos have already been scrapbooked and they are in our regular family album along with this one and like a couple, one or two other photos. Now this is graduation day, so I definitely want to scrapbook these. These are photos from, I think they're the same exact one, but this is a photograph from the first time that we were able to see him since we said goodbye and sent him off to boot camp. These are just some photos of him eating. This is welcoming us. This is him with all of his drill instructors. So what I am pulling together for this kit is going to be a little bit of a mix. So I definitely want to do this photo where it's the first time we saw him, because I have words, a lot of words I want to say about that. I'm going to do this photo before he graduated. I'm going to do this photo, which is welcoming us to the recruiting depot. We're going to do this photo, which is all of our bags when we were taking him home. I want to do this from the graduation ceremony with them holding the flags and then also the band. And then I'm going to save those because I have a lot of graduation ceremony photos and I'm already pulled in one of these. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I want to get a total kind of 7. I'm going to do these with his drill instructors because I have an idea for a 2-page spread. So that's 6. And then these are ones that we were already home. And like I said, this is in our family album, but these need to go in his album as well. So I think I'm going to do these as well. And then these from graduation day have a lot of emotion tied behind them, so I'm going to put those to the side. And then I'm just going to put those to the side and not think about those. These are going to be the photos that I'm going to be using for this kit. So let's move on to papers. Okay guys, I've pulled out the papers, got a whole bunch of them. What I've done is, you can barely see just the edge, but what I've done up here is put down my photos so I kind of know and can reference what I actually have to scrapbook. So I'm not putting together specific page kits. Like I'm not gonna pull this stack of photos and say, okay, I want to use this paper for this and this paper for this. What I'm going to do is just kind of see what I have up here and then pull papers that I think could work. Since this is going to be a very ultra patriotic album, there is going to be a lot of red, white, and blue in here. Some of these papers are papers that I've had in my stash a very long time, and some of them are newer. Like this is a 2004 Doodlebug paper that I'm going to pull that out to the side. How should I do this? I want you guys to be able to see the papers that I'm... Okay, like this is Declaration of Independence. That's been around a while. This Karen Foster paper is actually from 2003. Okay, so I have some cardstock options here. I'm going to pull out a red. I'm going to pull out one of the blue dots as well. Pull out one of the solid blues as well. I like this bold stripe. Now, I was actually thinking about using this paper with this sign and having like an arrow and a star, because that San Diego is where the Marine Corps recruiting depot is. So I'm going to pull that one. Now that is one that I specifically thought about for that layout. I'm going to pull a little bit of that. So some of this is like All American, like this is Simple Stories All American, which is 4th of July themed. But I really like the star pattern on that, so I'm going to pull that one out. I'm going to pull this. Now this is an Authentique paper pad. I really do love Authentique's papers. Like I love their designs. So I'm going to pull this one. So if I don't use these cut aparts, like I really love this one. I really love this one. The star one. This is a great little chevron to pull in too. And you might notice I do have cream and white based papers for this, and I am actually totally okay with using a mix of cream and white based papers in this album, because I got a lot of pictures and a lot of moments to scrap. So it's just like the way it's going to be. Now I do really like this paisley too. I'm going to pull out one of these. These double paisleys. Okay. So more stars. This is kind of like a watercolor color block. This is Paper Adventures, and I imagine this is from a very, very long time ago. Like some of these papers, I believe, have been in my stash forever. No date on that one. I'm gonna pull this one. Got a couple of those. This paper I just love. This one will be something separate. Fireworks, I'm not really in the mood for fireworks right now. This is a very 4th of July one with a barn. Those stars are fun. So are these stars. I'll put that over. Fireworks and such. This is kind of like 4th of July picnicking as well. I love this bunting, so that paper is going to come out. Okay, so now I've gone ahead and pulled a bunch of papers, and I just realized that I do have a 2-page spread in mind. So what I'm going to do is go back through my papers one more time and just find, let's get these kind of in a, find 2 papers that I can do for the 2-page spread. That's another Declaration of Independence. So I think I will use these 2 as the 2-page spread. Okay. So, papers are done. Now I'm going to put those down to the side and pull out what I have here. Now there is a lot of goodies in here, and I definitely don't need all of them. So let's see what I have. So I have some great little, also if I don't use this one on his album, I can use that for Disney. Okay, so I'm gonna pull this one. I'm also gonna pull these dots. I'm gonna pull this chevron. Now this chevron has the heart, so I'm gonna pull both of those. Okay, so that's good on the 6x6 papers. This is probably going to be, I'm gonna hold on to this. I have kind of an inkling of an idea, but not completely. Here I have some patriotic stamps, so I'll definitely pull those. These stars are gonna be great. I'm gonna pull those. I have these Marine Corps stickers, so pull those. These are very 4th of July. I'm gonna pull this. I'm just kind of taking a peek and thinking about what I have already in the papers. I'm gonna pull that one. Now I've only pulled white stickers, so I wanna make sure I pull some cream stickers as well. I think I have 2 of these. Okay, I have 2 of those. Okay, put those to the side. Now this is the Authentique sticker sheet that has multiple branches of the military, but I do dig these borders on here. The tickets are fun. There are some other, excuse me, there's some other, excuse me, goodness, there's some other little bits that I think I would like to keep in there. Now this is very 4th of July. So we're gonna put these off to the side. So gone through those. Now, these are journaling cards from Pebbles. And I'm just taking a peek at my pictures again and seeing what, okay, I'm gonna pull this one out because it can either be the stars or I can use this card and just cover up this 4th of July bit right there. Okay, I'm gonna pull this one because I like the journaling lines on it. I really love this one. I just don't know. Okay, so that is pulled. Now I have a couple washi tapes here. Liberty, Land of the Free. So I'm gonna pull both of these. Then I have various stars and little bits. You know, I just might, everything that's in this little case, I think I'm just going to go ahead and keep. I'm just gonna put that whole bit in my little kit here. So well, I'm gonna take out the Pledge of Allegiance. Okay, now let's get into my other stuff and add a little bit more. Okay guys, alphabets. This is where all of my alphabets live. And I'm going to just flip through and see what I want to put in. So I'm gonna put in a couple red ones. I'm gonna put in some black and white ones. Oh, I don't even know if you guys can see these right now. Then I'm just, let me pull out these. Okay, now let's move. Okay, let me pull out these black ones. These are basic gray chipboard. Definitely not needing pink or sparkles. I like this fairy tale one. This gray one, which I have 3 packs of. I have this one which is almost gone, this one which has started to, and this one which is still brand new. So I want to pull all 3 of those. And then just go through these. I'm going to pull these Gossamer Blue big flat blue ones as well. Okay, so alphabet stickers are finished. So I have the blue ones, a couple blue ones, a couple different options there. So I'm happy with those. And then I feel like I'm gonna need something else. Let's grab my little enamel bits here. So put those back. Okay, I'm going to black ones. White and gray ones. Do these Bella Boulevard ones. Okay. I think that's all the enamel ones I'm going to pull out. So just a couple of those. And then I'm trying to think, is there anything else that I physically want to pull out of my stash? I'm not going to pull out like inks or markers or anything like that. I'm not going to pull out ink pads. I'm not going to pull out mists or glitter glaze or anything like that, because that is just stuff that I can easily grab. So this is going to be my kit, and let's see what I can do with it.